Hi guys, this video is all about why I wait when entering my tennis trades. So I let both players have a serve before I get involved. And a lot of people think that's crazy. Over this video, I'm going to explain basically why with some real life examples. So if you don't know me, my name is Ryan Carruthers from the Betfair trading where we help traders go further faster by giving you a whole support network, access to loads and loads of content, loads of videos which are members only on strategies, mastering your mindset, loads of stuff like this. And we also have a forum with loads of people just like you and stats software. Now, getting into the nitty gritty then of this. So earlier in the forum, about 5 hours ago now, I posted up three tennis trades. I'd priced them up and they were on today, the Madrid Masters. And it was Goffin versus Fukavukas. I can't say his name very well, but I call him Fuchs, because we know what it looks like. Stan Wawrinka versus Herbert, and I also had a look at let me write this down, the Kyle Edmund game. Now, I had value, first game, let's look at the Goffin game. So, I'm going to pull up the scores in front of me now. So, a lot of my trading on tennis is all about finding value in the first set. So I will find a player that is, I think, overpriced or a player that's underpriced. And then I will let them both have a serve, and then I will look to back my value player and I will trade out at the end of the first set unless it goes really, really wrong, and then I'll pull early. And you know, this is a bit of a touchy subject for quite a few people when I say about I let them both have a serve even though my player is value, and they say, oh no, you shouldn't wait because you're missing out, and then you know sometimes the game goes so right for you. But my experience of this is that it goes against me more times than it goes right for me, and I don't want to be sat there in a position where, you know, mentally I'm now chasing, or I've got the ability to chase, the potential to chase is there. So it's going against me, and yes, my player is value, and yes, they may come out and win that set or pull it back, but I don't want to be sat there for that roller coaster. I want to take the temptation away. And one of the reasons why I do let people have their own serve is I want to see how they serve. I want to see how they're starting. I want to see the ground strokes that I know that they can play, how that's looking, if they're looking warmed up enough, how their mind is, how their body language is, because I'm very, very much of the point and the belief that what has to happen for me to profit, and I break that down. And for me, that's a multitude of things. So let's look at this Goffin versus Fuchs game. Now, I had the value on Fuchs. I had him at 2.5, which was above his Betfair price. So the value was there for me, and I thought, you know what, this could be a cracking trade, this. So let them both have a serve, then I'd look to back Fuchs and then hope his game, well, not hope, but watch him, see how he's playing, and if he starts to get momentum and pick up, then I would keep that trade going and hopefully he wins the first set. I'd pull the plug, I'd get my profit and I'd move on. So the first set finished 6-4 to Fuchs. So if you just looked at this on the face of it, you'd go, wow, you know, your trade was right, but it wasn't. And this is why the waiting for both players to serve pays dividends time and time and time again. Let's break down the scores of this. Set one, right? Fuchs lost his serve. He lost his serve. Now it's 1-0. It's 1-0 to Goffin. So Goffin's 1-0 up and serving. Goffin goes 2-0 up. Right now, if I'd have backed that player from the start because he was value and I didn't wait for both players to serve, right now I'm sat on a ridiculous looking loss. He's 2-0 down. We're going into the third game. Guess what happens in the third game? 15 love, 30 love, right? 40 love, break point, broken. So now I'm 3 games down, and I'm sat on a ridiculous loss if I hadn't have let both players take a serve. But because I let both players take a serve, Fuchs lost the first serve. He didn't hold his own first serve. So I'm away. I'm clear. I haven't got involved in that trade. It got worse because it actually was 4-0 to Goffin. So Goffin's 4-0 up. And right now, I'd have hit my stop loss and I'd have started the day on a horrendous loss, and I wouldn't have been very happy. And that could have impacted my trading. But because I didn't, I haven't made any money. No, but I haven't lost any money. I've moved away from that trade. Then what happened was, then Fuchs turned up and it was 4-1, 4-2, 4-3, 4-4, 4-5, 4-6. But I don't want to be involved in that. If I'm sat 4-0, I don't want to be hoping that that's going to happen. But what can happen by watching this is that Fuchs has lost his serve, so you've come away, you've not got involved. You know, if you priced Fuchs up as the value player and you're watching this game, you've let it play out now, so you've still got your opinion on Fuchs and how he plays, and well, Fuchs, I'm not going to say Fuchs. You've still got the value on him because of everything that you know about him, how it was priced up. When it started to turn, you know, maybe at 4-2 or 4-1, you start to see him turn and impose his game and really put that on Goffin. Maybe there became your entry point. But by being patient, and I think that's the key thing I want you to take away from this video, by being patient, you've avoided a loss. And that didn't just happen on the first game. The second game, I looked at Stan Wawrinka and I had him priced up as the favourite, but I thought the price that he currently had, there was a bit of value on that. I thought it should have been lower, but it was 150. I'm never going to back a player at 150. I actually thought Herbert was going to give him a bit more of a run for his money. And then, you know, a little bit like later on in the first set, I could have got maybe 1.7 plus on Stan Wawrinka, and I'd have taken that and then gone on, but that didn't happen. So now my 2 research trades for today haven't come to fruition. Although I could have got in on the Fuchs game if I'd have wanted to, but I'd moved away because I was watching the Stan Wawrinka one at the same time. But by being patient, I moved away from that, and I didn't have to endure that loss. And then the last one, I was looking at Fognini versus Kyle Edmund, and I had Edmund as the value player. So I had Kyle Edmund as the value player, and I thought, yeah, you know what, I like it. Fognini is a bit erratic, doesn't always start as well as I think Kyle Edmund might. Kyle Edmund lost his first serve. Yes, he broke back, but then that's a no trade for me. I'm not interested in being in that. They've both lost their serves. Can't count on either of them. And yeah, Edmund was the value player. But again, my trading is first set. Kyle Edmund lost the first set 6-4. So why would I have just then, if I'd have backed him from the start, I'd have been sat on a loss on 2 out of my 3 trades for today. And my third trade was no value. I wasn't getting in on that price. So just by being patient, I have taken what would have been a losing day, well, a mauling of a day, 2 real big losers, and not gained anything but a clear ahead for going into the rest of the trading for today and also for tomorrow. I'm really interested to know your thoughts, guys, on waiting. You know, waiting for both players to hold their own serve. And I mean, at that early stage in the match, it really won't affect price much. So if that's what your concern is, then don't worry about that. So I'd just really like to know your thoughts on waiting and what your entry points are around tennis. And also, if you're new to tennis or the channel, hit subscribe. I've got loads of videos about it, and put all of your comments below, and I'll happily answer all questions on any topic on trading. So that's it, guys. If you've liked this video, please give me a thumbs up, and yeah, enjoy.